Hey guys, it's the dude StarryTaeeee, and as always, it is truly an honor to see your faces back on the channel. In this video, I'm going to be making my first ever tier list, and I've seen a bunch of tier list videos, and I love watching them, I really do. Other than iceberg videos, I really love watching tier list videos, and I always wanted to do one of my own, and I was thinking, okay, what should I make a tier list about? Should I rank Sonic games since I'm a Sonic fan? Should I rank this? Should I rank that? But I came up with a really good idea, and I thought, why not try and rank my various thumbnails? Personally, I try to make each and every one of my thumbnails as unique and diverse as possible. I really want my thumbnails to reach out to the audience and go like, hey man, you should really click on this video. You should really check it out. Some really cool stuff, man. I try my best with my thumbnails, and with that being said, my skills have evolved throughout the years. Like, I know I started my YouTube channel back in 2021, but I have been doing this kind of editing thing for like over 6 years. It's just that when I started my YouTube channel, I managed to like condense it into like, my thumbnails and try to apply that skill there, which is why each and every one of my thumbnails are very expressive, and they try to like do different things each time. So yeah, that's pretty much how my skills got to where they are today. And with this whole tier list thing, I really figured this will be a good place to start. Alright, so I want you guys to take a look at the ranks I have set up for this video. Firstly, we have the S rank, and the S rank is obviously the best rank of them all. It means that this thumbnail is perfect, there's nothing I wouldn't change about it, and I would honestly marry this thumbnail. Then we have the A rank, which means that this thumbnail, if some things are tweaked, it could be perfect, but otherwise it's pretty good than most I've made so far. The B rank. Now, this rank means that the thumbnail is pretty good, but at the same time, it could use some improvements. It's far from perfect, but it certainly isn't a thumbnail I turn my head away from. Now for the C rank. This means that the thumbnail is slightly rushed, and there are certain things that I could fix if I put some time into it, but I got lazy, and it's just a thumbnail that I could use. It is the most thumbnail of all time, you know what I mean? Alright, and now for one of the lower ranks, the D rank. Now the D rank means that the thumbnail is obviously rushed. Like, you could look at it and tell it is rushed. The thumbnail is not too easy on the eyes, and it's not a thumbnail I would recommend that a lot of people look at. It's a thumbnail I probably regret using, if anything. And if I put time into it, I could tend to some of the errors, and it's probably a thumbnail I made way back then, but nonetheless, it's not too much of a good thumbnail. And last but not least, the F rank. Now the F rank is the ultimate punishment for a thumbnail. Like, it's a thumbnail I don't like talking about. It's a thumbnail I would prefer to never look at again. It's a thumbnail I never wish I'd made, but but yeah, that's pretty much all the ranks right there. So without further ado, let's get into the video and rank my thumbnails, and in video order. So as I release each video, that's the order I'm going. Alright, so starting off pretty strong here, we have the Hi Everyone video. My first video back on YouTube. It was great. I loved this thumbnail. I feel like it was like, dude, I am so proud of this thumbnail. It looks great. The background is the same background I use for my YouTube banner. It's literally the background of a certain stage from Street Fighter 3. I forgot which one it was, but it's beautiful. The sunset, the sunrise, the Hi Everyone, the pose I'm hitting, it's kind of reminiscent of a Sonic pose, if anything. I wasn't intending to do that, but that's how it looks. I think this thumbnail is great. Honestly, if anything, I would put this thumbnail, it looks great. The background looks amazing. Honestly, I give this an A tier. I give this a good A tier. It's not bad at all. I think there's nothing I would change about it, but at the same time, it's not groundbreaking, It's a very basic thumbnail, but it looks so beautiful. I did a really great job with it. You have earned your spot in the A tier. Alright, so moving on to the next thumbnail, we have the questionable homie skit. Okay, so this thumbnail is... Okay, so here's what I like about it. I like the pose, it's obviously, it reflects what goes on in the video pretty well, but what I don't like is a little cloudy effect I tried to do behind myself, it was like, it's just, I don't know, I wish I kind of like, it looks like I'm gonna get sucked into a portal. It looks like I'm getting sucked into a portal, and I don't know. it's not like I said, it's one of those thumbnails. It's not too groundbreaking, but at the same time, there are some things that I can change about this. I wish I could, like, you know, redo this a little bit. I mean, you could see the little see the crispy rice cereal box in my kitchen. Yeah, but that's about it, you know. Honestly, I give this thumbnail a C tier, you know. Some things I can improve about it. It's just, it doesn't reflect the video that well, other than the pose I'm in. So yeah, you've earned your spot in the C tier, buddy. Alright, so it looks like we have a heavy hitter here. This is the thumbnail for Minecraft Part 1. This thumbnail is absolute peak. Looking at it, it's just so beautiful. Like, this thumbnail is literally like, I feel like I'm getting vitamin D just from looking at this photo. Like, it's just, I did a good job. The number 1 is in the Minecraft font. The Minecraft logo is tweaked to have a little glow to it. The sunrise, everything is so perfect. And then there's me holding the freaking Minecraft, you know, stone pickaxe. Everything's just so beautiful. I love this thumbnail. I feel like I didn't hold back. I felt like since this is the first Minecraft, Minecraft Part 1, I wanted to just start off strong, and I did in fact start off strong. This beautiful thumbnail is going straight to the S tier. I can't believe we got our first S tier this soon into the video. I'm really proud of my work. Honestly, it looks great. Much deserved, straight to the S tier. Okay, so on to the next Minecraft thumbnail. This one is not so bad, I'm not gonna lie. I think this one, the lighting is done pretty well. The torch, it looks great in my hand. It looks awesome. You know, the stone sword looks great too. I think I did a pretty decent job here, you know. The number 2 is still in the Minecraft font, you know, everything's great. I feel like I could have done better on the color for the number 2 up there. I feel like that could have been executed better there. Yeah, okay, cool. I like this thumbnail a lot. I think it could work as... that number 2 is really pushing it back, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of bothering me. Is it a B tier or an A tier? I feel like it would work good as an A tier. So let's put it in an A tier, but let's not put this above the first thumbnail. Let's not put that above that. You know, it goes right behind it. I think this spot is decent for this thumbnail. I don't know, just something about it. Just my spidey senses are going up, but I can't tell what the issue is. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this thumbnail is I think this thumbnail is really good. This is the Injustice 2 thumbnail from my Injustice 2 gaming video, and I feel like this thumbnail, it suffers from the fact that I am not blending it. As you can see, Batman and Superman blend in with the background I set up perfectly. It looks great. The renders are awesome. I think the renders are peak, but I think I should have worked on myself in terms of the lighting. I think the pose I'm doing is pretty good. It's decent. You know, I'm not trying too hard to look cool. But, you know, I had my braids in during this time too, so that's a little thingy thing. I just think I should have worked on the lighting a little bit more with myself, you know. Yeah, I think this thumbnail would work better in B tier. I can't say it's C tier because it's not that bad, you know. The only thing I need to change is my lighting. The lighting of Batman and Superman look just fine. They look perfect. Like, the lighting and everything else is good. It's just me. That's literally it. So, considering that there's only one error here and everything else looks great, I think this fits perfectly in the B tier. So we're gonna put that there. Alright, so now we're back to the skits. This is the thumbnail for my older brother Trouble skit. Like, this thumbnail is great. Wow. It's like, dude, this thumbnail just really captures the video perfectly. Considering how the video played out, this is a perfect... The lighting is really what's getting my attention here. The lighting of the red lightning fist here, you know, it looks awesome. It's glowing on my back, you know, you can see that, and, you know, it's just, everything looks so great. The background looks great too. Everything just looks amazing, you know, even the other Tay on his little DS there. I think I did a pretty good job. I really love making the thumbnails where I have to be in the thumbnail twice, where I have to, like, make a duplicate of myself, and then I have to edit that. You know, it's nothing too difficult, but it's really fun to see play out, and I think this thumbnail really captures that very well. So, considering how good this looks, I think this video would make a really good... the lighting of the DS, and then there's the lighting of the freaking lightning punch there. It just looks too good. I think this is a good... I'm debating A tier or S tier. I'm trying to debate here. It's not that groundbreaking, but it's literally a thumbnail I wouldn't even change. It just looks that good. I don't know, man. I think this would make a good S tier. A tier. You know, let's put it at the high A tier. The high A tier. It looks great. I think it's awesome. You know, it does a lot of things right. You know, I can't notice a single thing wrong with this thumbnail. Let's put it in A tier. Let's put it in A tier. It's not I don't think it's groundbreaking enough to make it S, you know? So let's just keep it in the A tier. Moving on, it looks like we are at our first Horizon video. This is the thumbnail for the first Horizon video I made, and it looks amazing. This is another thumbnail where the sun is really blessing the lighting here. It is awesome. Like little Aloy looks great. I think I look great. I had to consider that this was a freaking child, so I really couldn't make myself that small compared to her. I had to go like, wait, Tay, you're freaking 6'1". Remember that. So, you know, I had to make myself kneel down a bit to actually fit in the freaking thumbnail. But, you know, Aloy looks great. I think I look great. I think I applied the lighting to myself pretty well. I can't say there's anything wrong here. The only thing I would change is the color of the number 1. I feel like it should have blended more with the tree that's behind it rather than the grass, because it's too high up. It just looks a little off-putting to me. So, you know, with that being said, I think this one actually deserves a this could go in a low A tier, but I want to play it safe here because I don't know, something about this thumbnail, I feel like I could have done a better pose here. Yeah, so yeah, I think I could have done a better pose here, but I'm just gonna play it safe and put it in the B tier, you know? Like, let's just put that there. I feel like that's a good spot for it. I don't know, hey, you guys can tell me how you feel about it, but I think this goes in the B tier, so let's just do that. Alright, a Little Nightmares thumbnail. This is the first Little Nightmares video, and this thumbnail looks amazing. I think it looks great. I only have one gripe about it though. While it does capture the moment, I know exactly which moment this is based on, you know. It's when this stone eye thingy, it turns like children to stone, and it has this huge searchlight. You know, it looks great. I feel like that. I even put the Little Nightmares logo in a really good spot, and me hiding behind the nice little hospital bed looks great. My only gripe, however, is that the lighting on my part, it kind of looks like I'm ashy. You know what I mean? Like, just look at it, you know? I don't know, I look kind of ashy. I think I could have worked a little better on the lighting there. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know, the lighting doesn't really hit for me there. I think I could have improved on that. If that was fixed, I would say this thumbnail is arguably S tier, or maybe even high A tier, but I think this thumbnail really deserves a good... I think it deserves a good B tier. This is another B tier thumbnail. It's not bad. The smoke looks great. I think I perfectly recreated this part of the game and just added myself to it. It looks amazing. I can't say I disappointed too much here. So yeah, let's put another B tier, another B tier. It's not a stinker. So yeah, let's just keep it in B tier. Jumping back to the skits, man. Okay, so this is the thumbnail for my, what was it? Slenderman's Breaking Point video. This one was so freaking... That video was so fun to make, man. You guys really gotta go check that out. Not to self-promote, but that freaking video is awesome. This thumbnail looks great, man. I think, wow, how beautiful can this thumbnail get? I think it looks amazing. Like the background looks awesome. You know, the forestry, you know, I think I did really good with this one, you know. Slenderman reaching out to me with his tentacles, everything looks amazing. I don't have a single complaint about this one. I look great. I think this is the first video I made with my new glasses. Wow, this is just charming. Like, everything about this, just the static, just so you guys know, if you think it looks low quality, it's just the staticky effect I put in front of everything. You know, since Slenderman is so close, I figured why not give it a static effect, you know? So yeah, this whole thing just looks perfect. I have like, wow, honestly, I think putting this in A tier would be an insult. I feel like this needs to go in the S tier, because considering how well it captures Slenderman, and like I said, the forestry, me being alone, even I'm walking the Fights of Freddy's drip in this too. Oh my goodness. Okay, Tay, we see the fit. So yeah, this is a good. Finally, we got another S tier. Yeah, we finally got a freaking S tier. I think it should make itself very well at home here. Okay, wait, before I get into this thumbnail, I just want to make it clear that when it comes to the game series I've made, those thumbnails, like, I'm just going to pick, like, random parts that I feel like, you know, would make a good addition to the video. So I'm not going to get every single individual part. Just want to make that clear. With that being said, this is Horizon Part 3. I think Horizon Zero Dawn. This is a really great thumbnail. I feel like kind of lying. Okay, the picture is beautiful. Firstly, the number 3 looks great. The whole picture is beautiful. This is another one of those thumbnails where I just don't blend in. I did not do a good job with the lighting. I am just red. I'm literally the red skull in this thumbnail. I don't think it looks great. The staff I'm holding, the lighting is good. I think I did a good job of making very clear that I was like the one holding the staff. But other than that, I'm just straight up red, dog. Like, I don't like it. I could have done a lot better with that lighting here. I think this is another freaking... I spat. This is another freaking C tier. Yeah, it's C tier. The lighting is good, but it's just... that's the only issue. It's like the Injustice thumbnail. Except that it's not as good as the Injustice thumbnail, in my opinion. I didn't do much with the lighting. I kind of just relied on the picture itself. C tier? I'm trying to think if I should put it in D tier, because I don't know, just this thumbnail doesn't... Okay. Yeah, let's keep it in C tier. Let's just keep it in C tier, man. I think C tier is a good spot for it. On to the next one, we have Horizon Zero Dawn number 4. This thumbnail is... Oh my goodness, I want to marry this freaking thumbnail. This thumbnail, I think I did such a freaking good job here. I did such a freaking good job. Like, this one is, the lighting is perfect. I blend in just fine. The pose me and Aloy are hitting is amazing. Like, dude, the little castle in the background, this is a little saving post here, I remember. Dude, this was so awesome. What was I smoking when I made this? Like, was I going through a breakup or something? I don't know. It was just such a good thumbnail. Like, the number 4 looks amazing. I think this thumbnail, I can't spot a single thing wrong with this thumbnail. I can't spot a single thing wrong. The fact that I did this after the 3rd thumbnail shows that I could have done the 3rd thumbnail better. It wasn't oh man, you haven't unlocked this skill yet. No, I could have done better. That thumbnail deserves C tier. Holy frick. This thumbnail is getting shot straight to the frickin' S tier. Holy peak. That is so good. I'm not trying to self-glaze or anything. This thumbnail just really pleases the eye. Holy frick. Yeah, so let's just slot that in S tier. Alright, skipping ahead a little, we are at Horizon Zero Dawn number 6. This thumbnail is, I think I like it. I think I really like it. It's like there's not much lighting needed to be done because we are in the shadows. This is Aloy looks cold. Oh my goodness, she looks amazing, and she clearly has her bow. So I wanted to make my shadow have the staff. So, you know, I think this was a very easy thumbnail to make, but it's one of those simple yet effective thumbnails. Honestly, I would say this thumbnail goes into I'm gonna say B tier, since it doesn't do anything groundbreaking, but at the same time, it is very powerful. I think it's like, considering this section of the game, this thumbnail really captures that very well. I love rain settings. I'm not gonna be biased here. Even the number 6 looks great. The number 6 looks great. It blends in just fine. I maybe could have made the shadows down there a little darker, but I think it looks great. I want to slap this in A tier so bad, but I just feel like it's, yeah, since it's A tier or B tier, because it's one of those two. It's not good enough to be S tier, and it's not mediocre enough to be C tier. So I think it should go in B tier. I think B tier is a good balance for it, you know, since there's not much going on. You know what, screw it, A tier. You know what, let's just do A tier. I think it looks decent enough. It's very effective. You could tell who's who. You know, it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I'll go with the B tier on this one. Ooh, okay. Okay, this one's a little rough. This is Horizon Zero Dawn number 8. This thumbnail was the last video in the series, and I gotta say, for a final thumbnail, I really rushed this one. I remember making this. It was rushed. The picture looks great. The number 8 looks great. I just don't think I did a good job on myself. Not only is my pose very, not it. It's just, I don't know. It's just the lighting, the pose, it could have been done so much better. I can't say I rock with this too much. Let me take a closer look here. Yeah, this is not it for me. I could have done a lot better here. Maybe I should have given myself more time, but I don't know. This could very much go, and the fact that there's nothing, like really nothing much going on. We're just standing. This may be our first D tier because it's not that. See, at least see if you noticed, C tier has somewhat decent. You know, they're usable. You know, they're usable thumbnails. They actually have a little decent something going on. But you know, this right here, it's just. For a thumbnail of us just standing, I didn't need to get any action poses. I didn't need to do any specific positions. This was just not doing it for me. It's not cutting it for me. I think this is the first D tier for a reason. It's very low effort. It was rushed. I'm telling y'all myself. I know what I know my mindset when I was making this. I was like, hurry up, let me hurry up and get this out. And I really want to get this out. Plus, I really want to like hurry up and get it out so Caffeine Delusions could watch it and just give me more advice or some more lore. I'm gonna be honest. Caffeine Delusions, you do not pressure me. This is a full-on Tay thing, okay? Oh man, I miss caffeine. I hope I can see you again soon. Comment something, anything. But yeah, this is a well-deserved D tier. Oh man. Okay, so this is a talking video. I remember this. This is my hair evolution video where I was talking about how my hair has evolved over the years, and this is I love this thumbnail. This is one of the thumbnails I adore because making this thumbnail was pretty difficult. It was difficult because I had to try and find pictures that matched up pretty well, that captured my overall appearance very well, so you could tell, oh, this is Tay, you know? And okay, so I had to get a picture from when I was 13. Wasn't that difficult, but I had to, you know, like I said, matching them together, jeez, man, goodness. But yeah, this thumbnail is very simple. It's one of the simpler thumbnails. It's not bad. I think, yeah, it's a really basic thumbnail. I didn't try too hard. Since I knew what I was going to be talking about in this video, I went like, I don't need to put that much effort. I don't need to make this an Avengers poster or something like that. So it's simple. Since it's so simple, I think, yeah, it's simple. I have a nice little small static effect going on here. It just looks decent. I think it captures my evolution very well. You can tell how young I am in the 13-year-old one. And I love how with each age I made it very clear how old I was in these pictures. Like the first one, I'm 19 years old. The second one, I'm 17. The third one, I'm 13 years old. It looks great. I did a pretty good job. I think it delivers the message pretty well that is in fact a hair evolution video. And there goes the sun again. That is a recurring thing with my thumbnails. I love messing with the sun stuff, you know, the lighting. I think the lighting is done pretty well. I think this thumbnail is just good. But considering how simple it is, I think it deserves a good... I'm gonna say, since this one had some actual effort into it, we're gonna say B tier. We're gonna say B tier. C tier normally goes to the more low effort ones where I could have done better and there are actually some errors. This one doesn't have any error that is bothering me. That isn't going like, hey Tay, you really should have done this better. It's like, it just looks fine to me. I think it looks great. It organizes all the 3 Tays, the 3 eras of Tay. I think it does. It's, you know, this is a good Tay No Way Home thumbnail, you know? It's a good Tay No Way Home thumbnail, so I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think B tier is exactly where it should go. Ooh, okay, we got kind of a stinker here. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this thumbnail sucks. I don't like it. Yeah, the logo just looks slapped onto there. The number 4 looks decent. I don't look good. This is not a good picture. You know, the lighting could have been done so much better on my part. And then we have the little girl here. She's like devouring like the souls of everyone around her. Like, you know, she's gaining new powers, and I'm not emphasizing on that enough. It's just her walking. I think not only is I didn't do anything with the background, but I was just slapped onto there. Everything here was just slapped onto there. Guys, this is a first, but this is gonna be our first F tier. This is gonna be our first F tier. I think this one is just, this is an objectively bad thumbnail. It's usable. I did end up using it, but I could have done so much better. I don't know why, considering that this is the 4th part in the series. You see at least with the Horizon videos, that was spanning over 8 parts. So like I could see why I kind of rushed the last one there. But this one here, no excuse. Holy frick, I kind of rushed this one. So yeah, we're gonna put this in the F tier. This is the most rushed thumbnail ever. Holy frick. Okay, another freaking skit. Okay, so this is my Heavenly Gamer Rage video. This video was so awesome, man. This is another one I advise you guys. You know, check out all my skits. I got a playlist, man. Go check out my skits, bro. They're so fun. Yeah, this is the thumbnail for my Heavenly Gamer Rage video, and I gotta say, this one is one of my better ones. I like it. It's like me charging up the hollow purple. I feel like the lighting is done well. It looks amazing. I'm wearing my nice little Black Panther shirt, and I got a picture of my friend Zay behind me, because Zay, he collaborated with me to make this video. You know, like I love getting my friends to make my skits, and this, I feel like it's great because using that picture of my friend Zay, you know, I made sure not to use too much of his face because I don't know if he's comfortable being out there like that. You know, he liked it. He liked it a lot. You know, I'm pretty sure he was excited to collab on this video. I was excited to have him. You know, and the lighting on my face here looks awesome. It's a goofy yet serious expression. It looks great. It looks great. I think this is a good A tier. I think I could have improved on the picture of Zay a little bit. You know, I probably could have used a better picture, but I think it looks decent enough to make a good A tier. So, you know, congratulations, Zay, you made the A tier. Man, these skit thumbnails are just great, man, honestly. Okay, so this is the thumbnail for my, what was it, Devious birthday gift video. Yeah, this one was great. I think it's decent. It's just, I have no complaints. This is normal. This is a normal skit thumbnail. You know, it's one of those thumbnails where it's like it's not groundbreaking, but it's very simple yet effective. TierList, you know, I think the two characters portrayed in the thumbnail are, you know, very this is one of those thumbnails that reflects the video just fine. It does it just fine. You know, the one holding the PS5 and the other right behind it, you know, and that's obviously a picture of my room, and you know, in the background everything just looks basic. It's different, you know. It's just a basic thumbnail, nothing too serious. I think it deserves a good B tier. You know, it's simple. You know, nothing to go into the A tier, and it's not mediocre enough to go in the C tier because I actually tried with this thumbnail. So, yeah, B tier, absolutely B tier. Ooh, okay, this thumbnail is pretty good. This is the thumbnail to my Roblox horror games video. I played, you know, Pillar Chase 2, and I played Doors for the first time. This thumbnail reflects Doors very well. I think the lighting on the door is pretty good. The monsters looming in the dark. It was really hard to get those pictures. And I think me peeking out of the closet is really good because the lighting is amazing. Like, since I'm poking my face out, naturally that's catching more light, and my body, the rest of my body, if you look closely, the bottom of my body is kind of like obscured in the darkness, and it looks good. The background looks great. I think everything about this thumbnail is amazing. I have no complaints whatsoever. With that being said, I think it looks, I don't know, guys. This looks like a good S tier to me. It looks like a good S tier. I think it just does too many things right. It not only reflects the gameplay very well, but it's very simple. However, I don't know if it would work better with the Doors logo being there, or if it looks good the way it is. Because you know what? I think it's good the way it is because, well, this goes into A tier because I feel like what I should have done here was I should have had one side obviously be Doors, and I should have had the other side be something akin to Pillar Chase. You know, since it was a Roblox horror games video, it kind of looks like I was focusing on more about the Doors side of things. You know, I was more focused on it being a Doors thumbnail than a Roblox horror games video. You know, so you know, like I said, I played Doors and I played Pillar Chase. The thumbnail would have worked just fine if I did a thumbnail reflecting both of those games. Instead, it was focused on one. So since it doesn't exactly reflect the video too well, if it was just a Doors video, this would easily go in S tier. I would put this in S tier, but considering that it didn't exactly reflect that too well, this is just an A tier. This is just an A tier thumbnail. So yeah, we're gonna put this in A tier. Oh my freaking goodness, dude. This is the thumbnail to my Fatal Betrayal video, my Fatal Betrayal skit. This thumbnail is perfect. It's peak, 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 peak. And did I mention, That is peak. It's peak. I love this thumbnail very much. This is my best video on the channel. This video has not only performed flawlessly, you know, but it has garnered over 6,000 views. That is the most views I have ever gotten in my time of being on YouTube. Dude, this skit did so well. Now, I sacrificed my throat. Pause. I sacrificed my vocal cords to record this video. Like, dude, the fact that all that hard work paid off, all the people got to watch that video and show so much support to it, means everything to me. I want to thank you guys again for that. But this thumbnail here is perfect. This thumbnail, if it wasn't obvious enough, this thumbnail is a reference to the American Psycho poster. You know, it's a, you know, I figured, you know, why not just, you know, I wanted to do something different with my thumbnail. You know, I wanted to make an excuse to take a picture in the cool Ghostface costume I had. And I gotta say, the reflection of the character, you know, on the knife is just icing on the cake for me. The sparkle on the knife, the Ghostface hitting that, you know, the Ghostface hitting that pose, the open door that he breaks out of, the open closet door he breaks out of. Perfect. This is an easy S tier. I can't put it in A tier, I can't put it in B tier, and you know I ain't going for no C tier. This is a peak thumbnail. Peak video accompanied by a peak thumbnail. I can see why over 6,000 people clicked on it. S freaking tier. Okay, look at that. The first Sonic Generations video. This thumbnail is looking pretty good. I gotta say, there's not much okay, if there's an issue with me blending in here, I don't think there was much I could do. There's two cartoonish hedgehogs right next to me. I don't think there was much I could do with that, so I can't really blame myself for it. However, the background looks good. The sun looks amazing. The number 1 looks awesome. It's in the Sonic Generations font and everything. I have no complaints. Let me take a closer look here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think it will make a good B tier. I don't think it looks decent enough to be in the A tier, you know, since, you know, it just looks good. It's just one of those thumbnails that looks great. There's not much flaws here. Maybe I could have done better on making myself a little darker. You know, I could have added a little gamma effect, you know, up the contrast a little bit. But, you know, other than that, that's just about it. I mean, yeah, you could see my mustache and everything. It's a good picture. So yeah, let's just throw that in B tier. Okay, this looks good. I like it. I like this one. This is Sonic X Shadow Generations Part 2. I think this thumbnail is, okay, it accomplishes its mission very well. The Death Egg robot looks enormous compared to us. You could see him, but he's not taking up the full thumbnail. And I managed to get a platform from some of the gameplay footage I have of this boss fight, and I managed to put us on top of that platform. Classic Sonic looks great. I think I look great next to him. It looks awesome. Yeah, I don't look that out of place. That's what I like about this thumbnail. I think it deserves a, I'm gonna throw this in the A tier because those thumbnails where my whole body has to be in it, I think those thumbnails just take so much effort and they're just so hard to make. But I feel like with this one, it accomplishes mission very well. It just looks so high quality and it looks great. It captures the boss fight very well. I have no complaints about it. I didn't think I would rank it this high, but this is one of the A tiers. Not a high A tier, but it is very much an A tier. I like it. Ugh, dude, this, oh, okay, this one I fumbled greatly. This is Sonic X Shadow Generations number 4. This thumbnail the potential was there. Oh my goodness, the potential is there. Like, Chaos looks so out of place, I'm not gonna lie. He just kind of looks, that's just, the real Chaos is this thumbnail. Like, holy frick. Like, the number 4, the lighting could have been done better. I could have done the gradient so much better on it. The Sonic Shadow Generations logo looks great, but, you know, Sonic, he looks cold. He looks awesome. But me, what am I doing? Even the pose I'm in looks bad. I look bad. Chaos looks bad. There's so much wrong with this thumbnail that I can't even put it in D tier. This is another rushed thumbnail. The potential is just way too huge. I'm actually disappointed with this. I don't know, man. I think this would make another good F tier. And, you know, I think it's in the same tier as the other one because, admittedly, I think I rushed this one as well. So, yeah, that a very well-deserved F tier. Maybe if I'm too harsh on it, maybe D tier, but for me, it's F tier. I'm too disappointed in this. I am, in fact, disappointed in my son. Oh my freaking goodness, isn't this thumbnail just peak? Y'all, You know how I feel about Silver the frickin' Hedgehog, that goat. This thumbnail, man, oh my goodness, I just want an excuse to make a Silver thumbnail, man. This thumbnail, it captures this boss fight so frickin' good. Like, the number 6 looks great, blends it with the background perfectly. Silver looks amazing. The psychokinesis, I tried to capture that as good as possible. I could not sleep on my boy. I could not do that, you know? And don't even get me started on how I have us, like me and Sonic, how he captured us in his psychokinesis. Like, the size of me and Sonic are vastly different, and that is very well pictured here. It looks great how like cyan we look because of Silver's abilities. Because when Silver grabs stuff, like, it turns like fully cyan. Like, and, you know, you can tell, like, the color of the things he grabs is only barely visible through the cyan energy that, you know, encapsulates its foes. You know, I really like this thumbnail. It's not only is the background great as well. I was desperate enough to get this background from the Crisis City gameplay I had, and it's just, yeah, man, this is a very, honestly, I think it goes into S tier. I'm not biased. Listen, I'm not biased or anything, but, you know, I just feel like this thumbnail does everything right for me. And considering how much I love Silver, I didn't hold back on this thumbnail. It's just perfect. And there's not many Silver renders out there, so I tried my best with what I had. It looks great. I can't put this lower than S tier. I'm sorry. This goes straight to S tier. Like, if y'all don't agree with it, just let me know in the comments. But I think this goes in S tier. Like, once again, I am not biased. On your soul, you know what? Yes, on your soul, I'm not biased. On your soul, I'm not biased, bro. On all of your souls, everyone watching this, on your soul, I'm not biased. On your soul, I'm not biased. Okay, we're gonna put this in S tier, okay? Oh, mama, this is freaking fire. Okay, this is the thumbnail for Sonic X Shadow Generations number 7. This is the video that concludes Sonic's story. And this is the final boss, the Time Eater. This thumbnail, it's just, dude, the pose we are hitting goes hard. How we're all looking at the camera, how Time Eater is in the middle, how we all have that like kind of like purplish hue to us. I can't say I missed with this one. I missed. I can't say I missed. It just looks really good. Excuse me. Wow. Should I S tier this one or what? Like, S tier or high A tier is what we're looking at. Maybe I should have made us a little more purple. Maybe a little more purple hue. I can't tell if it looks perfect to me, honestly. I think, yeah, this deserves the S tier. This deserves the S tier. This is one of the best thumbnails I've ever made. It just looks so good. The seriousness is awesome. It's peak. Like, I couldn't even hit no goofy expressions for this one. That's how serious it got. Like, really. Yeah, this is another decent S tier, or maybe high A tier. You know what, let's put this in the A tier. This should go in the A tier. Yeah, high A tier, because this is just too good. Like, honestly, I feel like if I maybe tweak the purple a little more, yeah, maybe S tier, but yeah, totally A tier. Let's just go with that. Okay, so this is one of the more comedic thumbnails I've made. This is Sonic X Shadow Generations number 9. This is a part of Shadow's story when we fight the Bio Lizard, and this thumbnail looks great. It's just that I have no complaints, really. Shadow looks funny. He looks goofy. Low-key, you know, from that angle when he's staring, and it was really hard to get that angle. I had to go through a cutscene and just get one specific frame and cut him out. It was so difficult. And then me, I'm over here pointing at the Bio Lizard because frickin' look at that thing. It's frickin', it looks hideous. It's like, the number 9 looks great. Everything about the thumbnail is it's just good. It's just decent. Like, more could have been done, sure, but I think it does what it was made to do, and it was to be a good enough thumbnail to draw some viewers in. And I gotta say, I landed the comedic side of it very well. You know, it's kind of like a, you know, get a load of this guy kind of thumbnail. You know, it deserves a good B tier. It deserves a good B tier. I actually tried with this one, so yeah, we're just gonna put that ranking there. Alright, now this thumbnail goes freaking hard. Okay, Sunset Heights. This is Sunset Heights. This is the thumbnail for Sonic X Shadow Generations number 10. And this one, I really wanted to capture the essence of Sunset Heights very well. I think it was like I had to whip out the sun again, man. I had to whip out the sun. It looks great. You know, me and Shadow getting geared up to like take on this Death Egg robot Mark II. I think it's Mark II. It looks awesome. Like, honestly, I can't spot a single thing wrong with this one. Me and Shadow look very serious here. Honestly, it's just it's not simple, but I don't know. I just know this will make a good A tier. You know, it's not that. I don't think it's. I think B would be too low for this. I feel like too much is well captured here. The sun looks great. The background, you can tell some stuff is going on. You can even see the other Death Egg robot. Wow. I did a much better job than I thought I did. I really underestimated myself here. We are gonna throw this baby in the A tier. Whoa, would you look at that? Now this is a real piece of art here. I like this. This is the thumbnail for Sonic X Shadow Generations Part 11, and this thumbnail is gorgeous. The rain, the me drowning, you know, Shadow on his doom surf, Metal Overlord in the background, tweaking out. Dude, this thumbnail just couldn't get any better. This is absolute cinema. This is an instant S tier. I don't have to explain much here. Just take a good look at it. Like, dude, this is just a really good thumbnail. I don't know how I managed to make myself blend in as well as I did. Just S tier. Not much needed to be said. Whew, man, this one is heat, man. Wow, holy frick. This is Sonic X Shadow Generations Part 12. Wow, we're really nearing the end here. This is a really tight thumbnail, man. It's like Mephiles, man. Him showing up in the game was so groundbreaking, and this thumbnail really captures his mysterious nature. The background is so awesome. I don't even know how I even conjured this up. I'm not gonna lie. Like, me and Shadow look just fine. We blend in very well. You know, Shadow's glowing eyes, Mephiles' glowing eyes, me with normal eyes. I think I still blended just fine here. It's just a really good thumbnail, man. Wow. Then the purple ooze on the ground. Oh my goodness, it's all spiral. The background, I like how the background's all spiraling into Mephiles. This is, I'm sorry, I know I'm not being too, I hope I'm not being too generous here, but this has to be another S tier. I've done too many things right with this one. It looks great. All of this is just perfect. It captures the essence of Mephiles so freaking well. This has to go up in the S tier, man. This has to. Oh my goodness, they just keep getting better, man. Okay. This is the thumbnail for Sonic X Shadow Generations number 13, the final part to Shadow's story and the final boss. Dude, this thumbnail is raw as frick. Listen, I don't mean to be handing out, I'm handing S tiers out. I'm handing S tiers out like tardy slips, man. These are just amazing. Like, dude, this is a freaking great thumbnail. Like Neo Devil Doom in the background looming over. I hope you've noticed that, you know, I kind of made this as a contrast to the more, you know, I made this as like what do you say? What do you call this? Like two sides of one coin type of situation, where you could see that I did something similar with the Sonic Generations one, where you see the time meter, and as you can see, this is obviously inspired by that. I wanted to make it very clear that Sonic and Shadow have gone through both their versions of the same story, so I thought that this thumbnail was, I don't know, I put the other one in A tier because I felt like it just belonged there, but this one, something about this one just seems so raw, cold, dark. I love it. You could see, you know, Radical Highway in the background. You can see me and Shadow staring you down in the freaking front, and then Neo Devil Doom just looming over us. This thumbnail is way too peak. I'm sorry. This one has gotten the upper hand on the Sonic Generations one. This is another S tier. I'm just handing these out, man. Alright, this one's more basic. This is a thumbnail for my Sonic the Hedgehog 3 review and thoughts video. Holy frick. Okay, so this thumbnail it looks very, well, I was obviously going for a very kind of like a little retro-ish vibe to it. You know, a little scan, vibrate kind of filter going on here. And, you know, it looks good. The logo looks great. The logo looks really good, actually. You know, the review and thoughts, how I designed that part of the logo was good. Yeah, this is very basic. It's simple yet effective. Sonic and Shadow look amazing. I look pretty good. In between them, it just doesn't look too bad. I would give this a C tier if I slacked a little bit, but you know, this is a good B tier thumbnail, so let's just put it there. Okay, alright, so guys, this is the thumbnail to my atrocious interview video. This video was funny as frick, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this thumbnail is, I rushed this thumbnail, I'm not gonna lie. I rushed this one. I didn't do too much with it. It was just I slapped 2 PNGs of myself on a background. It's clearly my room, and I just could have done a lot more with this. But considering how the video is, it's like there wasn't much to do with the material that I had to base the video off of. And I don't like making my thumbnails too different from the video, what the video is about. So, you know, I think this is just, yeah, this is just your average, this is just your average C tier? This is your average C tier? No, let's just, I want to put this in the D tier. I don't know. I don't know. It's another rush looking thumbnail. I think I could have done better. Actually, C tier. Yeah, let's just do C tier. I think C tier fits very well with this. Oh man, oh frick. Okay guys, so this is a thumbnail I am very proud of. This is the thumbnail for my TierList's birthday surprise. TierList's birthday surprise video I made with the legendary Izzy best friend. Dude, this thumbnail is funny as frick. I love it. It perfectly reflects a part of the video that only took a few takes to make. It's like, I love this thumbnail. It's awesome. Like, you know, Izzy's holding the mic very close to my face like he does at some point in the video. You can see my room very well. My cool FNAF poster, my Sonic poster, you can see everything. The background's popping, the purple confetti, you know, because I made this video on my birthday. I posted this video on my birthday, and it's just, it all looks great. I think this is a good A tier. This is a good A tier. There are some things I would love to improve on this, but it's just, everything else is done so well, and it's so colorful that, you know, it's like there's not too many flaws with it. I think, yeah, A tier is exactly where this thumbnail belongs. Shout out to my boy Izzy by the way. All right, down to the last 2 thumbnails. Hold on, let me push up my glasses. Down to the last 2 thumbnails, starting with the William Afton video. This thumbnail, oh my goodness, like, dude, I put my heart and soul into this one. I can't lie. I did such a good job. Me holding the Spring Bonnie helmet, you know, 2 of William Afton's incarnations, you know, Scrap Trap on the left and Spring Trap on the right. It's just, everything about this is so good. And then you can tell in the background we're in a Fazbear location. And you know, everything just looks so purple and chaotic, just as William Afton is himself. I love everything about this thumbnail. I'm wearing a purple shirt. You couldn't tell. I had everything purple hued in this thumbnail. How I look in this thumbnail looks great. You know, my eyes are just a little obscured by the darkness, while William Afton's eyes are glowing white, as they should. And it's just, it's a perfect thumbnail. Gotta give it an S tier. Straight to the S tier, man. I really love this thumbnail, I really freaking do. Alright, and for the final thumbnail of this video, the final thumbnail I'll be ranking is the Michael Afton thumbnail. Wow, this one, I'm gonna be honest, this one is just as good as the William Afton video. You can, if you look here, I am holding the Foxy mask, which obviously belonged to Michael, but then you can see Michael on the right, and you can see Ennard peeking out on the left. And on top of that, the smoke really complements the overall theme of the video and the overall, you know, the pre-established theme of Sister Location itself. And I just think this thumbnail is peak. Holy frick. And then you got the lights in the background, you know, because we're in the circus gallery, I figured why not. You know, I kind of had to piece this whole background together myself, actually. It was really fun to make, you know, and I look great. My eyes are once again obscured, and I love that detail a lot. Everything just looks perfect. It's another S tier for me. It's another S tier. Lately, my thumbnails have been great. I love this one, and it's just awesome. Like, yeah, straight to the S tier, bro. Straight to the freaking S tier. Okay, guys, so now that we have concluded all of the rankings, here is a look at the entire tier list. I gotta say, this took a lot longer than expected, but I hope this video doesn't end up being way too freaking long. Hey, StarryTaeeee here. It did, in fact, end up being too freaking long. 50 freaking minutes. 50 minutes. I'm not gonna ramble, but 50 minutes is crazy. I did not see that coming. Anyway, I'm just let the video play. But with that being said, that concludes it. You know, that's my tier list for all my thumbnails. You know, my thumbnails come in, like I said, they come in different shapes and sizes, man, and I'm really glad that I was able to share all of them with you all. You know, there's some people who haven't watched all of these videos, so you know, sometimes it may be your first time seeing those thumbnails. Some of you may have seen it already, and that's fine. But yeah, you know, maybe I could do a Sonic tier list in the future, a Sonic games tier list, because I played mostly all of the Sonic games. A Sonic tier list, a movie tier list, or whatever. I don't know, something I can make a tier list about. You know, I have made a lot of thumbnails in the past, you know, for videos that I've lost. Like, I could do a lost videos thumbnail tier list, you know. Like, I would love to show you guys. Those thumbnails are great, you know. I haven't, some of you guys probably have never seen them. Some of you guys don't even know they exist. But yeah, I would love to make tier lists in the future, you know. This is my first one, and it might be my only one, so maybe the video being this long is not so bad. So, you know, yeah, with that being said, let me know what you guys want in the future. Thank you for all your support, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. You know, please stay safe out there, and most importantly, take care of yourselves, as always. And oh wait, I almost forgot, right. I hope you guys need to let me know what you guys think about the placements in this video. You know, I really want to hear your thoughts. I want to see where you guys would place some of my thumbnails on this tier list. You know, just whatever, you know, a good old, I'm not gonna lie, I just farted. You guys let me know your thoughts, and I will definitely take a look in the comments. Thank you for all your support, the views, likes, comments, whatever you do to support this video is greatly appreciated. With that being said, please stay safe out there, and most importantly, take care of yourselves, as always.